Ain't been in a while.
And
I'm glad I ain't been in a while. Oh.
So now.
That boy, here you got me.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome to
Close that door.
Apartment.
We're at the Apartment Post Game Show. I hear myself. Can you hear me now? Okay, there you go. It's an echo in my head.
So now, welcome to the Garage Apartment Super Bowl post game show. I am the funky militant Ladar Johnson, as always. I got the tribe with me. Go ahead and introduce yourselves. Let them know who you are.
Big Mac back and better than ever.
Oh, it's 7,000 This is always 7,000
Also on purpose.
On purpose, and I guess it's my fault because I allow it to happen. I allow it to bother me.
You keep going in with these false expectations.
Yes, perhaps. But these are my brothers, and I love them. But anyway, so
shout out to Rick Williams.
It is over.
Why you all do this? Why people do this? Yeah,
whose people did?
Keep going, brother.
Our people. It is over.
What? No.
The Kansas City Chiefs
were
able
champions.
No, they're not world champions. They're NFL champions. Nobody else in there.
So then why would they not be world champions?
They don't play the Canadian Football League.
They're better.
They don't play the Chinese. They don't play the Chinese Football League.
Sound like you need to make a suggestion box and put that to the league.
They don't.
That don't mean that you can clearly say they're better than any Canadian football league.
The Houston Astros
ain't Canadian football league.
Houston Astros can't win the World Baseball Classic.
They could. They literally could. Would win it.
No,
what are you talking about? What?
Against all.
Who's going to beat them? They have their stars.
So they keep all their stars.
Yes, that's the whole point. It's the Astros. None of the Dominicans, none of the Cubans, none of anybody, none of the Americans.
I don't know, man.
They got American, they ain't got black Americans, but they got American.
So you think
I'm saying the Astros squad, put them against
the Dominican Republic.
They're not gonna beat them.
They're not gonna beat them. I disagree. So okay,
Justin Verlander shuts them down. Valdez would play for them.
That's a shame.
I remember who won the NBA championship
last year. The Golden State Warriors.
Yes, they did.
Oh yeah.
And Steph Curry was the MVP, and that was the only block he had not checked allegedly.
So you think the Golden State Warriors beat so good?
Yes. Yes. The Golden State Warriors would beat anybody but America.
But the U.S. They beat France.
Anybody but
Spain.
America. Anybody.
They beat Argentina.
Maybe that's a bad example.
Well, in basketball, they beat baseball. Is not.
Baseball's the same way. The Dominican Republic, the Cuba's best player would be on the Astros.
Astros may not beat the Japanese.
Well, no, he's never playing for Cuba again.
Exactly. But still, for the purpose we're talking about,
if he played for Cuba, guess what?
Venezuela's best player would be on the Astros. America's best player, best pitcher would be on the Astros.
Not beat the Japanese.
I disagree.
This is not good.
Ain't no ticky-tack going on here. You pitch that 85-mile-an-hour slop. It's going over the foot. You can put. It's a good question.
You can put what's his name on there if you want.
Shohei?
Yeah, you can put.
Oh, he's good. Is he Japanese?
He ain't playing shortstop.
Tiny.
You can put him there if you want, but
Shiny Otani. Man, paying so much money.
I still got my boy Chan Hope, not Chan Hope.
Wow.
If you want to. You Darvish, you can put him out.
And you Darvish just got extended to it. Nice extension.
Please put him out there. Getting rocked in the playoffs. Please put him out there.
In the playoffs.
I mean,
Well, 182 games. I pitched 150 of those.
Hey.
I get rocked in the playoffs sometimes.
I love the reason I pay you $182 million
It's to win the playoffs.
for the playoffs.
I disagree.
You got.
I disagree. You don't get to the playoffs. I'm San Diego. You don't get to the playoffs without me, son. Because you see how well that worked out.
Certainly wasn't you, Darvish.
You Darvish won this game, actually. You Darvish did win this game.
Not the second one. The second one, they got stopped.
I didn't watch.
I
watched the first.
I don't
read off
either.
the series.
And he came back with
And won the first one. They won the first one. I didn't know we got to do it, to be honest.
They probably did because it was like 8. It was like 12 or 10.
Shout out to you, Darvish.
Yeah, but that means, you know, again, those fantasy
6-year extension, brother.
scenarios. Speaking of fantasy scenarios, I know we're supposed to be wrapping up the Super Bowl.
Here to the Super Bowl. It was a good game. A very good game.
That was one of the better Super Bowls.
It was.
With Kansas City, the winning team, losing.
Kansas City came back with the kickoff and scored.
What was the turnover? How do you get 14 points in the hat? What was the turnover that they got? What happened?
It was. They stopped them.
Yeah, they played defense. Remember Kansas City came out and scored on their first. They
Philly
scored on their
started throwing
first
the
drive.
ball a lot.
Philly stopped running.
Yeah, they stopped. They stopped running the ball,
That game well.
and they didn't gain positive yards. They got no yards. They had to punch the ball. You can't do that. Within the 100 feet.
So in that case, you might want to take that ball first. You might not want to be just first.
We talked about this, right? I said, man, I don't understand it.
I mean,
I want the ball.
Patrick Mahomes,
All that deferring to the
looks like he
second
missed
half.
one drive, bro. He didn't score on one drive.
I want the ball. If I'm gonna punch in your mouth first. Hopefully, I daze you
That's
enough.
if-
I'm
You never come
deferring
back.
every time,
But
but
what if your defense?
I got a score coming out of half.
If
They didn't
my
score
defense
coming
is
out of
that
half.
good. You have a lead. Keep it.
You ain't got a lead because your offense ain't good.
Offense is just fine.
No, I'm just no.
I'm
I'm
35 points.
No, I know that. I'm just saying, if your defense is their defense wasn't the best side of the ball. I'm saying
Wait,
if
who are we talking about? 50?
anybody, you said you want the ball.
I want the ball.
So if your team's defense say so,
I want the ball because now you got a lead. Keep
You're
that
not
goose
gonna
egg
score.
up there.
That's what he's saying. You might take the ball. No, take
Pretty
it in
much.
half and worry about everything else at halftime.
I want the ball. I want the ball.
I don't. I'm deferring every time.
But why?
Because in the second half, that possession is more important than that initial possession.
What if you losing?
What if you winning? What if you losing? What if it's tied? It don't matter. It's in the second half. Whatever happened in the first half is the first half.
Right.
Second half is more important because if I go well in the second half, I win the game. Which is how Kansas City won the game.
Not if you down by enough in the first half, you didn't you can't catch
Yes,
up.
and ideally speaking, if you get blown out by 56, none of it matters. But if I'm within 3 touchdowns, I get the score in the first half. At the end of the first half. I get a score at the end of the beginning of the second half. It's a flipped game. It's a flipped game. It's 2 possessions. And yes, you can easily say the other way around.
So you want to
And
run
cool.
uphill. You want to run uphill all game.
What?
You want to run uphill all game.
No, I don't want to run uphill all game. I want to have the ball in the most important situation when I can dictate it. I can dictate it that I can get the ball in the second half when it is more important than in the first half.
And then when they defer, why the other team gonna be like, nah, we want to.
They don't get the option sometimes. That
No,
by saying defer, that means I'm a kick.
No, that means I'm not making a decision till the
Nah,
second
it
half.
says I'm a fuck.
That's what it means.
Which means you don't get the option. You have to kick. So that I can get
If
in
you're
the second.
deferring. You're deferring.
Because
the
mind you,
option-
I've actually been cheated out of the game.
You're deferring the option to
Where
have
the
the
other
ball
team,
back.
the other team got the ball back both hands.
You need to talk to Ahmad on that. That's a bad referee.
No, it's not.
That's a checklist. What are you
That's
talking
the
about?
actual
You can't
rule.
get the ball the first
See,
half.
that's
of
where
the game.
people make the error. That's defer means I am deferring to make a decision.
See,
So then you didn't lose the ball on that. You lost the ball on whoever made said decision
We
then.
did that, yeah. No, I remember that from high school.
Right?
It's
No,
a
no,
rule.
no. You
It's a
say
rule.
defer, you defer the decision.
Right.
And so in the second half, do you not ask me what my decision is?
No.
So
To
for
who?
example, so for example,
So
for example,
the coach can literally say, I want to get the kick. The opposing coach can say, I want to get the kickoff in the first half and the second half. That's what I'm deferring. That's idiotic.
it doesn't quite go like
If that's the
that. But
case,
if
I
you make
never
a
do
mistake-
it. That's not how it is in the league.
It
It is
is
so
though.
not how it is on that.
That is how it works. But we made the mistake of our captain said we're gonna kick. So we had to kick both hands.
Well, no, he chose to kick the second half instead of saying return.
No, we won the toss. He said we're gonna kick. So when we say we're gonna kick, that means now the team gets to decide what they want to do in the second half. So in the second half, guess what they said? We want the ball.
So if he would have said I defer, then it would have been different.
Yeah, it would have been different.
Yeah,
But that's why That's why I always make it very clear. I
So
want
you
the
can
ball.
win the toss, and you have to say I'm gonna kick the second half in order to get it. If he just says I'm gonna kick, why does that not mean the first half I'm a kick, which means the second half I'm a receive?
Because you chose to kick the ball.
I didn't choose to kick the ball forever.
Yes.
According to the rule, yes, you did.
But if I say default, I don't mean it.
Now you get it. That's why I don't understand why folks don't just take the ball.
Why play this dumbass game? That's a better question. One I've had for several years.
I don't know if they fixed that.
They haven't. Remember, it happened in the NFL a few years ago.
No, they lied. Oh, well, I don't know what you're talking about. But on one, the referee said he didn't hear what the other guy was saying.
We're talking about when dude made the wrong, he said, I don't remember which one he said, but they ended up having to kick the ball both hands. They kicked the ball both hands. And I still to this day thought it was one of the most
We don't want
silliest-
the ball.
it's one of the most silliest rules I ever heard.
Yeah,
We
I
gonna
mean,
play
but
defense
like,
all game.
it'd be dope if you had defense. You want to keep over that.
Really? Like, you
You
ain't
want
gonna
defense
score.
first.
Yeah, you ain't gonna score on us. Kick the ball both hands.
My daddy said, we played the ball on third down, so our defense is
He said they did all kind of funny stuff. Though. He said they did quarterback sneak first to play every day just to see what kind of game it's gonna be. He said, I'm telling what it's gonna be. Quarterback sneak. I want to see if my offensive line is gonna win today. He said he played one game against Oklahoma Castle. He said first two plays didn't move an inch. He said the next play they ran a toss outside. Nobody was there. So they ran a toss the whole game.
This is saying that the meaning of defer means you get to choose. I defer the choice of choosing in the first half how I want the ball, receiving it or kicking it. In lieu of because I'm getting the option in the second half to choose whether I want the ball or to kick it.
Right.
So if a dude walks up and just says I want to kick it in the second half, that's idiotic. I can't control that. I can't control for that. That's a variable I can't control for. But still, it goes back to my original point. I'm going to defer every time because I want the ball in the second half. But I'm going to tell my captain to don't tell them I don't want the ball and kick it away every time. Tell them I want to defer.
So it was definitely a lesson learned.
Was that a Yates player?
But you know, of course,
Cocaine Bear?
they made it very vague. I don't know what you're talking about. It happened in the NFL too, homeboys. So what you got?
You don't want me to answer.
Yeah, what you got?
I'm saying it's
It don't matter if Scarborough decided to
It's
kick or
Yates'
defer. They still
everywhere.
down.
see
They down
that's
before and
unnecessary
after.
shot. That makes no sense and wasn't called for. This was a literal Yates player choosing to kick off the ball both halves.
He wasn't. He didn't know. He said we want to kick the ball.
This was a literal Yates player
He
choosing
had
not
no
to think
idea.
about the words and which was coming out of his.
You still are unclear about what defer meant, so you know he didn't.
And I know I
understand.
should not say anything else, but I defer to
Anyway, so
if my loan goes into
Oh Lord, here we go.
why I don't get no choice? That's not.
You do. It goes into deferment, and 6 months later, or 8 months later, or 12 months later, you get the choice whether to cancel. Oh no. Well, I mean, technically you're right. Free will is a mother.
I was like, I'll defer on the first half.
I defer on this.
I'm gonna defer
I
the
get all
first 10
that
years of
juice,
this
one.
I defer to you all. Ask me what if I want to pay or not.
Yeah, ask me again in
I'm
6
not-
months.
I'm not deferring.
First, you kept you the first half of the year.
Which reminds me of the public service announcement in March.
It's that boy B-Day. Yes,
Oh.
sir.
That's what you will announce.
No, those COVID rollbacks will start to occur or will leave. COVID subsidies, deferments, loans, assistance, rent assistance, all that
You gotta pay
is
it back.
out of the window as of March. Pandemic over, baby. Get your COVID test out.
So
It's gonna be free.
this is what? This is 2 Super Bowls.
Million people.
How many MVPs?
2. Youngest
2
quarterback with 2
MVPs.
Super Bowls and 2 MVPs ever.
2 Super Bowls, 2 MVPs. The question is, because I posted the moment he won, does he need 5 more to be the best?
No.
He needs 7.
I'm telling you, he does not need 5 more to be the best. Because the man who won 7 isn't the
I agree 100%.
I disagree 100%.
Based on what?
Who would you put in front of him?
First off, let me say it to you like this.
Was this
How he the greatest of all time when he was never the greatest quarterback in the NFL when he was playing? No. He had Peyton Manning. He was not better than him. He had Aaron Rodgers. He was not better than him. You had what's the boy in New Orleans? Drew Brees. You might can say he was better than him.
So what you're telling me is
Tom
that
Brady
the
is
greatest,
better than.
so the greatest quarterback in the league is Peyton Manning than you?
No, what I'm saying is,
Why is he not the greatest quarterback?
he can't be the greatest of all time if he was never ever the greatest in the league.
But you just said he's better than Peyton Manning, who you were also saying he was never better than. But he's clearly a better quarterback than
Peyton
Peyton
Manning
Manning.
was Peyton Manning. What?
I'm
Peyton Manning was a
asking.
way better.
I'm
quarterback
asking.
than
You're not
Tom
asking
Brady.
me. I'm asking you. So,
Peyton Manning was a better quarterback than Tom Brady. That's it.
so whose career would you prefer to have? Because it's on ESPN now. Because the other guy got $35 million a year
I
waiting.
mean, it depends on what you value. And the reason I say that is Peyton got more MVPs. Brady got more championships. Peyton had all the records when he retired. Brady ended up with him because he played 4 more years.
So that's not an accomplishment.
You can't help but get records because you played longer than
Is it
anybody else
not
in the
an
league.
accomplishment? But you act
No,
like
it's
he's
not.
Okay, so longevity means nothing. Good to know. Glad to hear. Glad to hear. Let's go, Jeff Hostetler.
Okay,
Best quarterback
so
in the world.
let's use the same
Played
argument.
1 year, 1 Super Bowl. We
Y'all
have to
just
go.
said
Nick Foles,
y'all just said LeBron is not the greatest.
Nick Foles, Hall
Y'all
of Fame.
just said LeBron is not the greatest.
Nick Foles, Hall of Fame.
Let's use the same argument. Y'all just said LeBron
LeBron
better
is
than
definitely in the GOAT
Y'all
conversation.
just said LeBron is not better than LeBron got better stats than Jordan Williams.
You just said that Tom
And-
Brady was
and
number 5
one of the
in his
reasons-
era.
Not every.
I didn't say
You
he was
said
number
he's
5
number
in the world. I
4.
said he was never the greatest in the league.
And you named 3
I would
better
say the
than him.
greatest of all the time.
And you named 3 better than him, right? Which makes him number 4 in
I,
his
just,
own
I said
era.
you can Mike and say
We didn't even bring in Montana and Elway and all the other ones. He made him
Exactly.
number 4 in his own era.
so. So how you gonna say of all time?
I disagree to it. He's number 4 in his own era.
First
That's
off, I
absurd.
didn't say he's number 4 in his own way. I said you might can make the argument he's better than Drew Brees, but he's certainly not better than
He's
Peyton
the
Manning.
bro. He's the
And
GOAT. He's every quarterback's bro.
why? Because of the championships?
No, because of the championship, because of the production that he did, because of the longevity in which he did, because of the amount of money in which he made, because of the cachet he created from an 8th round, 9th round pick to what he is
He
now.
almost ruined the union.
And he still made over 400 million.
He almost ruined the union.
Okay, so obviously everybody's not happy with that. That wouldn't be America if everybody's happy with it. Greatest, bro. Greatest ball.
No,
He's the greatest.
no. I know this. I know this. You just one of the one you have one of the great you have a Hall of Famer you had what Joe Montana had. You
Not
had
have what Joe Montana had. He had a
you,
nice.
you had they arguably say he's better than Jerry Rice.
No, they won every game and lost in the Super Bowl. Lost in the
That team was fantastic.
You're
I'm sorry.
You're not the
These
greatest.
boys
ever.
lost.
You're
They
not-
lost
the
on the
greatest team in
second
16
most
years.
improbable catch in
I
the
don't- I
world.
don't care.
Like that was the
No.
flukiest shit in the world, bro.
I don't care.
How many touchdowns?
He broke a record. Moss broke a record. He broke a record.
49.
Stop.
No,
Because
50.
when Peyton Manning was 14 and
They
0
both
and then
broke
they took him out the last 2 games of the season, his team lost the last 2 games. That's the only reason he didn't go
Well,
MVP.
guess what? He still was out.
That's
Blame
the only
Tony
reason he
Dungy.
didn't go MVP.
He needs to be for Tony Dungy.
That's the only reason. And first off, that was Jim
And he ain't the
Caldwell.
only one beefing
That was
with
Jim
Tony
Caldwell.
That's even worse.
Oh, even worse. Yeah, you let Jim Caldwell decide that.
Peyton Manning set the record.
They won Super Bowl that
Yeah,
year.
he did that.
And then he broke it with Mouse with 50. It's
And then Peyton Manning went back and broke the record with Pierre. What's the one? Pierre.
Yeah, the man.
Oh,
That
but
was
he was.
terrible.
Yeah, but
Y'all shitting on Peyton like Peyton wasn't the man.
No, Peyton was the man.
And they played at the same time.
This argument was over 5 years ago. He's still playing. The man just left.
That don't make him the greatest because he was still
He
playing.
led the league in yards and touchdowns a year or two ago.
See, this is
He wasn't trash
This is no. But
since
see,
he been
okay,
in.
So, okay, so
That
but look,
wasn't my statement.
this
My
is this is
statement
what
was, if he was never the
everybody.
greatest
This is
in the
where
league,
everybody
he was
stops.
playing, how you
This is
gonna
where
be greatest
everybody
of all
stops
time?
their. This is where everybody stops their argument. They start getting the numbers and everything. I'm willing to keep going deep. Like if you look, okay, greatest. I give greatest of anything of all time. Yes, you have the stats, but you also have the ability, your skill set of said whatever position that you are to be greatest of all time. Peyton Manning had the better skill set, and for him to do it in his time, during the same time said Tom Brady was doing it. Let's not forget, Tom Brady was 10 years ago winning a ring, and that was after Peyton Manning. He just won these last
I
two.
think he had quite a few things go his way. Tucker rule, we may not even be talking about that. Interception at the goal line, we may not be talking about that.
That was
Peyton
Russell.
Manning sat here and had literally 6 games against trash for 10 years. We were in the division. We know how trash we were.
Whoa.
He's sitting there going
And
against
so
the
Tom Brady
Titans as
didn't.
well.
Tom Brady had Miami
Yes, which is both has both
and
to do
Buffalo.
with it.
Buffalo just got beat.
Both is supposed to do with it. And one got 7 ships and didn't miss one for 5 years straight. And the other one got 1, 2.
Yes, you can say Atlanta.
And the second one, he didn't even do
Thank you,
nothing.
the
in.
Atlanta Super Bowl. Like, come on.
He did what he was. He beat that. He beat that.
Come on.
It's not his fault that they didn't run.
Peyton Manning had the best team in the league 15 years, bro.
He did throw a touchdown for that one.
They didn't enough to win.
10 years, he had the best team in the league. Got 2
Lost
Super
to the
Bowls.
Giants.
Yeah, he lost
1
to
Super
the
Bowl, he
Giants.
was carried.
He lost 2, he won 2.
Eli Manning had
He
his,
kept
and he
losing to
lost
the
the-
same person,
And
though.
he lost to Nick.
What you call it?
He
Won
kept
7,
losing
lost
to
5.
Brady.
Won 7, lost 5.
He lost to a back.
If you keep losing to me, how you better than me, bro?
So how many did he go to? 12 Super Bowls?
Now,
Super Bowl.
So
These
what-
are
okay,
literally one game
wait,
and
wait.
go home every year.
Okay, so
One game and go home.
Okay, so time out. So if y'all say this thing is the greatest of all time, we're going not undefeated in Super Bowl.
Not undefeated. Oh, God. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
because that's y'all argument with Jordan. He went undefeated in the final.
That's not
I ain't never heard you say that. He went undefeated. He never lost in the final.
So why is Jordan the greatest of all time?
Jordan is my goat.
No, why?
Why?
Yes.
Because I've never seen Jordan lose.
Did I not just say that?
But you see,
He just said what I
I've
said.
never seen Joe Montana lose.
Okay,
So that's my greatest of all.
okay. And people have seen LeBron lose, and they consider him the what? Who is your goat? Who is your goat, Hadar?
Well, we gotta do that a little bit because he did.
I mean,
All I'm saying is it depends on what you say. My thing is this: Joe Montana was Joe Montana, greatness. Tom Brady, greatness. I saw all the Tom Brady. I've seen this. Michael Jordan, I saw it. LeBron James, I saw it. That's how I feel. It's a different thing. It was a different mentality. Everything was different when I saw Jordan. That doesn't mean I'm not saying I'm right, because every single number that you will ever pull up, except for will tell you I'm wrong. Will tell you
Except
LeBron
for
is the greatest. Not anymore. What are you talking about? He's the greatest scorer of all time.
No,
LeBron James.
not average, right?
It doesn't matter.
Are you speaking of Michael Jordan?
No, if you're speaking about scoring averages, then it matters. If you say who's the greatest scorer of all time, who has the most points for you? And the man didn't score 15 a game at the end. He's putting up 30 points right now at 40. No, everybody's not. Shout out to anybody on the Houston Rock.
And he's also putting up 10 threes.
So I came across this yesterday.
Anybody on the
and I
Houston
couldn't
Rock.
do nothing but laugh. Right?
Oh, with John Adams.
John Havlicek and Michael Jordan. Why won't never talk about John Havlicek?
Because he's not Bill Russell.
Because he had one.
Because he had Bill Russell on his head.
John Havlicek never lost in the finals.
John Havlicek was playing a different
He
game.
11-time All NBA, 11-time, 13-time All Star.
Pull up the YouTube
Hey,
of John
Simon.
Havlicek
So
playing
I'm saying
basketball.
all that for this reason. I'm saying all this for this reason.
Well, I'm
And I
saying it's
tell
a
people
different-
all the time. They are prisoners of the moment. You saw Jordan play. You didn't get to see other people.
I saw LeBron
So
play.
because you saw Jordan play, he's your GOAT. But don't make him the GOAT.
I literally graduated with LeBron. Saw that shit all the way through now. I've seen LeBron play, and I've seen every game to know that he's my favorite NBA player. I would not, me, myself, and I really would not call him the greatest of all time.
Because he lost some time.
Not because he lost some finals, because of how those finals were lost. It's the Dallas final. It's the only final there. That's the problem. You were the best player in the league, You was the best player in the series, and you did not show up. Simple as that. I'm not even worried about the D Wade year. I'm worried about that one final day.
That counts as out. He did show up.
No, it does not. No, it does not. It definitely don't cancel out the 8 straight years he did to make it to the NBA Finals.
Why he
Don't get me wrong, brothers.
How did he show up?
This is a tough conversation.
How did he show
Because he didn't win the game.
Because he didn't.
He didn't even shoot. Let JJ Barrera push him off the block and pass the ball out consecutive time. He ain't nigga. You knew. He knew that in high school. He has been LeBron since high school.
I know. I mean, he's lost with LeBron being LeBron.
You're right. Because he plays it different. Because he's not Kobe Bryant that says, I don't care whatever occurs, you're going to win or die with me. He's not Michael Jordan that says, I'm going to elbow and punch my own teammates in order to just get them to capitulate in order for me to win this game on my own. No, he's a different player. He plays it a different way. Cool. But you know what happens when you play it a different way? Sometimes you take L. And that's cool. You take L.
What you mean he ain't take no L?
He ain't take no L,
Y'all
bro.
crack me up with that. He took
You
L
right.
before we got
You're
there.
right. And LeBron did too now. Before a while, there was a time when you could say LeBron never took an L before the end of the season. Cool.
Check this.
They said that no more though.
Check this. LeBron took bones to count.
You're right. I'm gonna tell you like this.
No. In his third year. In his third year in the league. In his
So
third year in the league.
so what we're saying is that Jordan had a team like the Golden State Warriors that was just
no.
Hall of Famers everywhere, right?
Jordan, not in his third year, he had the same bone. He got bounced.
Okay. Different year. Different time.
Fifth year, LeBron took bones to the final.
Okay.
Jordan's fifth year, he ain't taking nobody to the final.
Right.
That's greatness in itself.
You're right. And if his career stopped there, we would have an argument. However, it went another 15 years. LeBron.
Exactly. Still doing stuff Jordan never did in his life.
And then started doing stuff Jordan started to do and didn't do it.
When he started,
I know. I didn't really want to go down this rabbit hole.
bro. And this is the win. Because I'm telling you, LeBron is of all time.
Even
Second
if
favorite
Jordan
behind
played-
Penny.
Look,
Of all time.
This is how I'm giving. I'm giving people their argument. Even if Jordan played those 2 years, the Rockets won. He would have went to 8 straight, right?
See, I don't
No,
believe
I'm just saying.
but
Even if they, if
you
it
want to
happened,
take that, cool.
he would have went to 8 straight, correct? LeBron went to 10 straight finals with what? How many? 3 different teams. 3 different teams.
So are we saying that LeBron, that Jordan would have won 8 straight?
I know he's saying even if you give him those.
No, I'm
two,
saying he's saying won 8 straight.
He's saying if you give him those 2, he would have gone to 8 straight.
Okay.
If you say he won,
I would prefer to go to 8 straight and win 8 than to go to 10 straight and win 3. Probably the same amount of gambling debts you got out there. You know?
How many catches Jordan
Word.
got in tight end in high school?
So wait.
Talking about
So
you was getting paid in high school. What's up about?
So we really going now?
You was really getting paid in high school.
We going that. How many home runs? We got as many home runs as Bo.
So now I know most of you, I know all of you all know, but if you were under a rock and have no idea, a question of LeBron James has become
Go.
NBA. I don't understand what we're doing here. I don't know where you are on this argument. I have no idea how to even.
I'm sorry.
No, that
was unnecessary.
The
That was
all-time
that's
leading
new
scorer.
millennials. They call everybody go.
Now,
That
that
was
is
on
very
purpose,
true.
man.
Well,
Everybody
I wouldn't
go.
consider us new millennial
Just to
anything.
mess with y'all old school guys, man. You know.
Go, baby.
Yeah. Okay.
What I don't
There's
like
nothing wrong
is
with
the
memes like this.
yeah, and what I don't like is that people truly do embrace and celebrate their moment. Because, like you said, dude, it is an accomplishment.
Well, it's
I
the
don't
greatest
care what
accomplishment in
nobody
basketball.
It's an accomplishment.
This is last for 30-something years. Bro.
Now,
Not too
granted-
many records to last for that long in basketball.
And granted, it's almost 40 years. And granted, he can't reach that unless he plays 20 years. But there are a number of players who are playing 20 years now, and they're not close.
Playing 20 years of scoring some.
I was gonna say because and this thing, Kareem literally all power to him. Lived to the end. He was averaging 10 points, 8 points, 7 points. No, I was gonna say literally, right? Limping to an end. I mean, he's 7 feet top. This boy LeBron James, best player on the team. However, he's not the best player on the other player plays. But that's what we want. If you're like a fan, you know, he's the GOAT. Except for Michael Jordan.
Except
So he's 1B. He's 1B GOAT.
1A
They
and
are
a half.
teammates on the GOAT NBA all-time team.
No, literally, no bullshit. If I did not literally watch
Okay.
Michael Jordan from 84 on, 86 on, 86 on, it'd be different.
You ain't watching with 86.
But
Yeah, that was a push to love. We go 88. Let's
no,
go 88.
I didn't watch him in 86, but I done seen the 86 season in and on. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was a different mentality. Literally, like you would see, it was a different mentality when Jordan was on the court. You knew what was gonna, and this is real time. This is not looking back. Like this is, you would see it, and you would understand it. You would expect it. If it didn't happen, it'd be surprising. If it did happen, it'd be like, oh, okay. And then you keep on moving. LeBron is different. LeBron is just overwhelmingly well at the game that he plays, where it's like there's not anyone who can do anything on the court better than me when I'm on the court. That doesn't mean I show my best all the time when I'm on the court. That means you will know at any given time I'm the best player. That doesn't mean I'm showing my best at all times. No, I'm with you. Michael Jordan at no point in time that I can remember, and this might be kind of rose color, never put on his best. Never put on his best. All I remember him saying is, I put on my best because this guy ain't never seen me before. That's all I remember. And that's the whitewashing of the game. Not the whitewashing, the Jordan washing of the game. I understand, but always at the king. Always at the king.
Brother Maxwell said he'd get hit, man.
Yeah. As he said, he hit Vernon Maxwell every time. Bow, 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 bow. Every time, Vernon, go hit that rock. Because I'm going to hit you now. Like, that's the thing, bro. Like, he was. But there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with him being in an unattainable position. Because technically, you will never be able to make this argument. We'll never be able to see them. Those playing styles can't occur. And so it's going to forever be an argument. But the fact that you and us were able to witness this greatness is something that they will say about Bill Sharman and Bob Cousy in the 50s or the 60s or whatever. But I'm not buying that. We can take this to Patrick Mahomes, though. Because he has clearly reached that
Oh,
level.
because it did start off, does he need 5 more to me to go?
No, he doesn't. He just needs to keep winning.
I mean, if
he ends up at, what,
if he
seven?
breaks the touchdown record,
You mean see the season?
I'm sure he can. If he breaks the yard record a couple of times this season,
But see, that's what I'm saying. He got to play a whole bunch of years to do that.
no, in a season,
Well,
Exactly. So it's easier for him. If he throws for 5,000, if he can throw 5,000.
So okay, so you're saying if he finishes with
He breaks all the Tom Brady's records.
all the Tom Brady records, but not championships, he could go. Yeah,
I agree with that. This is the ultimate team game.
Okay, well then LeBron's the
That's what I'm saying. That's how you have to look at it. That's how you have to look at it. I mean, yes, Jordan.
Basketball's
I saw-
not nearly as much of a team game.
it is though.
No, it
Okay.
is a team
Okay.
game. It's not as
Okay.
much as
Okay, so it comes back to my argument. He drugged two horrible Cleveland teams to the name a great player.
Michael
in that
Jordan's
squad.
dragging Orlando
No.
Brewers and Charles Oakley.
Not in his
He
third
ain't
year.
winning nothing with that team.
Exactly. And LeBron ain't winning.
No, not in that third
He
year.
ain't make it to the finals with that.
Not in
team.
the third year, and not in his
Different
fifth
question.
year.
You're going against what's that boy Isaiah and the other black brother?
He was going against.
Dubois. There you go.
He was going against the Boston Three party.
Yeah, how many
He
shifts
was-
they win?
He was going
Is that
against
what
the
they called him? I've never heard them refer to
How many
him.
shifts did they win?
two.
Literally.
Three.
Two.
Three.
Three.
They won three.
2 in a row.
They won three. 81.
No.
Oh, Lord, who we talking about? I'm talking about KG,
KG.
Ray
Oh,
Allen, and
yeah.
Paul Mickey Finger Pierce. I got
Oh, is that what they call?
On the
They
right.
called them. I thought we.
Yes, they were the original.
They're the Boston Three party.
They were the original Big
I thought they
Bird.
was talking about McHale,
like the Boston three parties to me would have been
Bird,
Oh,
McHale.
That's
That's right. Bird, McHale, and
Dennis Johnson.
They were playing on the bench.
Robert Parrish. Robert Parrish.
Why you got a nickname on the bench?
I'm thinking three parties.
Fellas, do we not remember
what?
Kevin Garnett and
Oh,
Paul Pierce
I'm be honest. I ain't forgot
Ray
about
Allen
it. I'll be honest with you. I ain't forgot about it.
and Ray Sean? Who was the best player of all of them at the time?
Boston four parties.
I'll be
And
honest.
they had.
KP and then Bill.
and
Shout
they
out to
had
KP.
Detroit. He had to go through Detroit. What? Rasheed Wallace, Chauncey Billups.
Yes.
Like them boys,
Who
they go-
literally were
like
playing
they go-
1950s basketball
and went
in
to two finals.
2010.
Who they beat?
Went to
Who
two
they
finals.
And they won one.
Who they beat?
Kobe, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
They swept them.
yeah. Then Kobe put up 65 shots and put up
Yeah, I
81
think-
points. Anyway,
81 on a losing game.
That every year he won 81.
no, it's not. It's the same guy. I didn't say year. It's the same guy.
When he scored 81.
Yes.
Shaq wasn't on that team either.
Toronto? Yeah, they did win.
You're not gonna.
You scored up 50 points. All I said was you put up 50 points. 50 shots. Hey, you don't score 80 points. You put up more than 40 shots.
You put up 60 of them.
I like trying to put up 40 shots, to be honest with you. That's a rough weekend after that.
I'm down. I'm not a hooper, but I would imagine I put up 40 shots. I would get some points too.
Yeah.
And I don't even hoop. But y'all know. The day was wet. The
But
day
you know
was wet.
math, though, right?
So what?
You know math.
That's
So you
what I'm
put up
saying.
40 shots and you put.
If you make
2
20%
points
of
every
them,
shot.
right, you make 20% of them.
All I'm saying is that brother shoot high percent. Anyway, we need
need
to know that.
That helped too. 12 even now.
He shot the ball 40 times. I don't care
Kobe
what he
made
hit.
10 threes in that game.
Look up how many times people shot 40 times.
Yeah, they weren't all two corners like Will.
I would say Will Chamberlain scored 100,
Yeah, but Will had a bunch of free throws.
That's what I'm
which is
saying.
how you score 81 points.
Kobe probably had about 20 free.
Kobe had about 20 free throws.
Yeah, about 20 free throws.
He shot
What's
horrible.
crazy about this, I
He shot
remember
like
watching-
18 or 40.
Will
He
had
shot horrible.
30. So more those days when you got fouled. and you shot.
Will had like no.
One free throw.
Will had about like 30 rebounds. That was
Yeah. The address free throws to make the most
Will had about 30 rebounds. Like 50.
Nothing. Why he ain't the great? Why Bill Russell ain't the great?
I can.
Why do you not consider Bill Russell the great?
I didn't say I don't consider it.
I'm mad.
Because a lot of them
Telling me
say
that you
Because I keep
consider
telling
Bill
people, my argument is the ones who are truly the greatest, we don't consider because there's not a lot of documentation of them.
Oh no.
The people
I
who
didn't do that. Go ahead.
half of Bill Russell's stats weren't even recorded. The reason everybody's so caught up in the Jordan thing is because Jordan was seen by the bigger mass. The masses would love. Maybe not bigger than LeBron. That's why. What is the debate? The debate is Jordan, LeBron. It's not even Jordan, Kobe. It's Jordan, LeBron.
We'll fuck with all kids.
Exactly. Like we had a freaking Google.
I want to be, I want to be. All I'm saying is this.
Well, who is he?
I can't, you can't, it can't be, I'm not going to say it can't be. I won't call Bill Russell and Kareem and them. They can't do it because of the style of play, in my opinion. Because in my opinion, if they have a comparable talent that plays now to them, it would be a game. And that's where I get into. I feel like we are now bigger, stronger, more athletic. Simple as that. And so greatness is greatness, though, right? So Bill Russell, definitely think there could be a Bill Russell. Well, I don't know. Will got a special place in my heart for other reasons, along with his greatness. Same reason as Lou Alcindor, though. Lou Alcindor got a special part as well. But game has changed, bro.
National championship.
You know what I'm saying? But right now, Wilt is dribbling the ball and shooting three-pointers, as well as back to the basket hitting hook shots, as well as he's a B. He's being B, but better, I would like to think. But he's being B. You're seeing this greatness now. And B is better than 85 to 90% of the centers that you'd have ever seen in your lifetime. And I don't like to compare not regular, but people to greatness. If you compare people to greatness, that means they have to be in a great class already. Right? Like, so we compare B to Shaq, to Olajuwon. You don't compare B to Johnny Meese. You don't compare B to Joe Otis Thorpe, to Dwight Howard even. You say that? What is that?
No, he didn't. Keep going.
So I'm
I had to catch it too. Like, what are we doing?
the greatness is what I'm looking for. And by far now,
Moses Malone.
who is he? So Embiid's not better than Moses Malone? I don't remember Moses Malone making an offensive move. A hook shot. I'm sorry. It wasn't a sky hook. Bring out the sky hook. You've impressed me. A regular hook shot. John Amici makes those. No offense. Shout out to John Amici. What are you talking about? John Amici dunked on people. I got a clip of him hooking on Shaq that I just saw 2 weeks ago. Wait, pause and look. I guess hooking. Okay. I see where you go. I don't know if I go there, but I see where you go.
I don't even know how we got on John.
You said that too.
You speaking to
You
the man.
mentioned John.
No, I'm just saying.
And you shooting your shot. And you shooting your shot.
I'm saying greatness. Greatness is seen easily. Don't just discount. Don't discount the greatness that you see. That's the ultimate.
Oh, they don't have a back raise.
Okay, so Joel.
Back pay's been illegal for a long time.
That's illegal?
Illegal.
Yeah.
It's what they Google, baby.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Anyway, here's a video.
I watch the news every day.
We are the news.
PBS
Garage Department.
With that being said, I know. I walk outside all the time and be like, oh, I need a jacket. Let me go get a jacket. I do it all the time. Oh, I need a
They
jacket.
would tell you that every 30 minutes.
Every 15
If it wasn't for this little app right here, I'd freeze my laptop.
I don't even look at this.
This is the only way I know now. I click, I'd be like,
So, knowing the problem is the first problem. Now that you've identified it, fixing it is what.
I do. I go outside and I'd be like, oh, it's cold. Like, it said a low of 64. That ain't that cold. But then I go outside and like, oh, it's cold. Let's go get it.
Starting off at 40.
So, while we're on the NBA, we had some big trades. Kevin Durant is now a free
Man,
agent.
change the game, bro.
What else?
Kyrie gone to D-Town.
Kyrie is a Dallas Maverick.
Shout out to the best thing playing home.
Dinwiddie is a
Spencer done went all the way back.
rookie in net, and so is what's my boy from Villanova? I like him.
No.
Miles Bridges.
Miles Bridges.
No, not Miles.
Mikhail.
Well, look at you giving me the Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges in Charlotte, eh? Ain't he in Charlotte?
Was in Charlotte. He got in trouble.
I would say he in
for
some
getting with
trouble,
Brittany
ain't he?
Murphy
Yeah,
or whatever
yeah.
her name. Not Brittany Murphy. That's the white girl. For getting with that,
Brittany Griner?
yeah, Brittany Reiner. And child support, but then he gets started beating her, and then he got
Yeah,
caught.
it's a
He ain't
whole-
playing right now. Let's put it like
Yeah,
that.
I remember something like that.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
Mikal Bridges,
Allegedly.
Mikal Bridges, and Cam Johnson.
UNC's finest world player.
Yes.
D'Angelo Russell was a-
D'Angelo Russell is a Laker
was
now.
Jared Vanderbilt.
Sadiq Bey.
And why should the people know Jared Vanderbilt?
Oh, okay, there you go.
They're proud of that.
Sadiq, am I saying it?
Sadiq Bey.
Sadiq Bey
Sadiq Bey.
is Atlanta Hawks.
Mo Bamba went to the Lakers. Shout out.
Try to beat up on Austin Rivers. Why I thought it was this year.
That boy Austin. That boy say that boy Austin Rivers was played in 8 different teams, and that boy claimed the one team he played in. He claimed the one city he played in.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where he's from.
I'm gonna say that's my city. I don't know nothing about this dude. I just know he got songs on that.
But he said that on Instagram as opposed to saying it to his face, because that's what these new cats do now.
Well, I mean, he said it in the press conference. But anyway. So, with all of these trades being done, this looks to be an exciting second half of the NBA season. So, what do we foresee? What are we excited about?
I foresee the Rockets losing a lot more games. And Villanueva, is that his name? Villanueva? What's the young guy?
Charlie
The French one. The French one. The blue guy. Yeah. And we tanking for him. Wanyama, there you go. Thank you. Oh, fuck. Victor Wanyama, we trust. We are clearly the worst team in the league. We deserve to have him if the Rockets don't get him.
I don't know, man. That Dwight Howard is a talent. I mean,
Oh,
he's a
but
talent,
no,
man.
they do stupid stuff.
Yeah, the top 4 players get the same. I mean, the bottom 4 teams get the same pick. So we might not get him. The Spurs still might have a team.
So, with this change in power or shift in power, who you got in the final? I know it's quite early. But who you
It
got?
is early. I would say I
Early
have
prediction.
Boston playing. This is where I have a problem. I like to honestly say Denver. But I got to think about it. So I'm going to say Phoenix. KD. Denver has been literally killing cats for the whole season. And haven't even had the whole team tonight. But KD is KD, CP is CP, and DB is DB.
Wait, if you say CP is CP, I mean,
Cool. That's why I
No,
also
it's
say
never
KD is KD, and DB is D. And in that case,
what
then I
you heard
say
when they got blown out?
Ayton is still there as well. And Ayton is literally 15 to 10 weight.
What did you heard when they got blown out by 50 last year?
Chris Paul has been a curse ever since he came to the league. He'll hurt himself, though. Well, he'll win. One of the two.
Mizza, who you got in this way
Normally
too
a
early?
curse to you win.
Way too early predictions of the NBA Finals.
Shut up, Jason Tatum.
I guess I'll go with
What a dude.
I'll go with
Good pick. Good choice.
Milwaukee and Golden State.
I was going to say something. Well, Milwaukee got the best player in the league, so I could definitely see that. Golden State needs some people to come back.
They got some of they got Gary Payton. He's coming back.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. That is the last person I was
Hey,
thinking about.
hey, hey,
Batista.
hey, yeah, Charles should be hitting 12 3-pointers a game. So definitely back has been kind of hard.
Amado, you got.
I like the Milwaukee.
No, that's the Memphis. They lost today.
Got, I ain't gonna say that.
You believe in Denver more than you believe in Memphis?
Ja Morant
Don't
doesn't
mix
have a
it
coach.
together. John Morant got big issues.
The dude sharing something.
Breaking news.
In this last 5 minutes of the show.
I'm
Good
just
show.
saying that
sir.
John Morant hanging
Mexico.
with the wrong crowd, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Out in Memphis. That's everybody.
Exactly. Exactly. You hang with people that carry different types of schools than what the normal workman would carry. And apparently it's becoming a known issue in the city.
Don't work land don't carry him.
Huh?
Don't work land don't carry him.
Not that no.
Touche,
Not that no.
That was hilarious, wasn't it?
Ah, but I guess, yes. But apparently, long story short, he's been doing things
That's
or
only in
hanging
Texas.
with people
Is that only in Texas?
that it would Texas is okay to everybody. I don't know about Memphis, but hanging with people for that would have a beef with some of the things he's doing, which could lead to obviously unintended consequences.
And all them dudes dead.
But huh?
All them dudes dead.
Not all of them. No, that's the problem.
The dude that was killing off the other dude.
And so you steady hanging though with people. But anyway,
And
that's pure speculation. All I'm saying is they also don't have enough talent. If you're relying on Dylan Brooks and Desmond Bain, you got a problem. You know what I'm saying? So they don't have enough juice anyway. And John Morant is not Allen Iverson. I'm sorry, he can't get him that far.
that Randolph is
But if he would, watch out.
not Mark Gasol.
He would be helped as well. Marc Gasol, they have literally no offensive talent. They have Mike. No, he had no offensive talent either. They need offensive talent. They got Ja, and then they got athletic team.
Does not want me to go.
They didn't start him.
But
That was not Vancouver. That was
I do like Golden State. Whoever Golden State and the Lakers play in their first round,
I don't know. That boy Anthony Davis might be street.
Can we talk about that too? Why is that still? Their playoffs are already way too long.
what's
Why are they adding more teams to the playoffs? You already take more than half your league into the
So we could talk.
playoffs. And now
They
you got
have
the
to-
play-in round.
So we could talk.
What kind of
the
league?
greatest thing that happens is free agents.
But then you have the nerve after they then finally determine who goes into the playoffs. You got 7-game series, 4 rounds. That is entirely too playing every other day. That is entirely too long.
That's
By the
too much
time-
basketball. Is that what you're saying? Is that a thing?
Hey, gotta get
Well,
Too
no, what
much
I'm saying-
basketball?
Because you're taking more than half of the league, you're taking bad basketball teams into the playoffs.
Which is why 8 of them are in the play-in.
And 16 of them are already in the playoffs.
Is there
So
Which
now
one
you
more
got
time?
24 out of 32 teams
if you're good,
playing for a championship, and they really don't deserve it.
if you're good, get them on out of there. Go too late.
I disagree completely. I disagree completely. They're not too long. You don't
They
want a
start in
2-game
April and they
series.
don't
A
end
3-game
until
series
July.
will not show who the better team is. In order to
The
crown
playoffs ain't supposed to be
the
too much
best
long.
team in the league, you need 5 to 7 every game every series that you go until you get to the ship. Or you do it like the league or the NIFL, where you just every game is a crapshoot. In which case we're gonna have the 5th best team in the league who just got hot for 4 games to win the Super Bowl.
But you don't take more than half of your league.
Okay.
Them teams don't. They not playing for no championship, so why they even playing?
They are. They are.
It's too much.
If you take the Lakers right now, who would be 12th in the play-in, I'm sure. So they would be either 10th or 12th, somewhere around there. They would beat their first round. They would beat the Memphis Grizzlies in the first round. They would beat the Memphis Grizzlies in the first round. Easily. Sacramento? It wouldn't be Sacramento. They beat the Kings. Easily.
Because if they were going to beat them, why they 12?
Because they don't play Sacramento every game.
They play them quite a bit. They're in the same division.
You don't play them every game.
Well, we would definitely have to wrap it here, man. It was good to knock the rust off.
Yeah. Not the stuff. Welcome back, man. Welcome back.
Oh, no, what that was from. As always, man, y'all can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We got a few issues going on Facebook. Stay with us. Stay patient. The Japanese
We're in
balloons.
YouTube. Good.
The Japanese balloons scrambled our codes.
Boy, got one password out. Goddamn, that was all.
But absolutely, man. So y'all be sure to follow us, man. Be good if you can't be good, and be good at it. And always, till next time, we'll holler.